What was your AC again? I actually don't have your character sheet right now.
17.
Okay, wow, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
The second one.
I put like everything I had into Dex when I leveled up and when I made my character.
That second one is a total of 20. So this hits you. This hits you with. It's a 1d6 plus 2 necrotic. You're actually taking necrotic. So let me see here. Yeah, it's just full necrotic. I thought there would be a weapon attack in there too. So let me roll that. I don't know if you know how necrotic damage works, but that's a total of 4 necrotic.
Doesn't it like lower my maximum as well, or is that older editions, or how?
Oh, actually, you need to roll. You need to roll a DC, Constitution saving throw. So the first attack, you hit him the first time, you missed him the second time.
Yeah.
What did you want to do?
I wanted to use Stunning Strike for the first attack. So he has to make another save. I'm just hoping that'll hit him because that'll stop him for a little bit.
Yeah, he'll be stunned for a round.
Remind me, I have to do the Constitution, right? Constitution save. Let me see.
Yep, Constitution save.
Okay.
And it has to beat a.
So he
14.
only got a 9. So does that mean he's stunned? Let me make sure that
he's
he can be stunned. He can
until
be stunned.
the end of my next turn.
He can
if he
indeed
can
be stunned.
Okay.
Yep. Which is weird. I'm surprised whites can be stunned, but.
And when things are stunned, my attacks have advantage.
Correct.
All right, so I got my bonus action punch. I'm gonna give it to him.
He literally just bursts from existence. he was very close to being killed, actually, like right last turn. So yeah, he's totally destroyed. He vanished from existence.
So can I just do like a jump kick spin and just knock him in the head?
It's like Mortal Kombat.
As he's fading away, sure.
I did it.
You have followed through with your word. You've honored the monks. I will follow my word as well, and I will send you to your friends. They are near a special shard that causes rifts through planes. It is a special type of crystal from another world, and I can send you through that back to your friends.
Thank you. I did what I had to.
Because you did this, you will now be honored with this symbol on your body. Look at the symbol on your chest. It is the symbol for smoke in giants. And if you focus your energy on this symbol, it will produce extra key energy for you once per day.
And so you have a new tattoo on your chest, and once per day that tattoo can produce 1 additional key for you. Resting doesn't regenerate. It has to be once per sunrise and sunset day, once a day. So
that was like once at dawn or whatever, however that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you appear here. Let me get you in here. Okay, so we're gonna start. So Nim finds in the same lobby that the chainmail, or not the chainmail, the scale mail was on a mannequin. Next to it is also the oath bow, and you might want to write some notes on this, Nim. So it is a special bow, and it's when you knock the arrow onto the bow, it whispers in Elvish, "Swift defeat to my enemies." And when you use this weapon to make a ranged attack, you can, as commanded phrase, say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." And you can say that in Drow if you choose to, because Drow is an extension of Elvish. When you do that, the target of your attack becomes your sworn enemy until it dies, or until dawn 7 days later. You can have only one sworn enemy at a time. When your sworn enemy dies, you can choose a new one after the next dawn. I know I'm telling you a lot, and I can send this to you by DM later. When you make a ranged attack roll with this weapon...
Where do I put it? Do I put it in equipment?
Put it in your equipment, and then in a DM you can just take note on Oathbow, and I'll send you this information later.
Okay.
So when you use this weapon on your sworn enemy, You have advantage on the roll, and in addition, your target gains no benefit from cover other than total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. If this attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage. So, yeah, if you say swift death to you who have wronged me, and mark your target, you'll get these advantages. And like I said, it'll last either for a week or until that enemy's dead, and you can only have one at a time. So choose wisely. So yeah, you have the oath bow.
Nice.
And
You
it's
pick someone.
You're gonna annihilate somebody.
And it's a longbow too, so even if you don't use that ability, welcome back. You can still use it as a normal longbow as well, if you're just shooting normal people.
Thank you.
Next, we have Cedric on the cultist's body in the water there. You notice in its pocket, kind of peeking out there, you pick it up and you see a boarding pass for a cargo vessel of some kind. And it says departure in 1 week, and the ship is named the Epsilon. You also find some basic gear on the cultist cleric as well. You find all the equipment that you would normally find in a diplomat's pack. You can take whatever of that you wish. A diplomat's pack has 2 cases for maps and scrolls, a set of fine clothes, a bottle of ink and a pen, a lamp, 2 flasks of oil, 5 sheets of paper, a vial of perfume, sealing wax, and soap. You can look up diplomat's pack to read all this to yourself.
Yeah.
And you also find a flail and some chainmail as well, just regular chainmail. It's in good condition.
Do any of you want a ball on a stick?
I've already got 2, darling. Wait, do I have 2 right now? Yeah, I think
I could use some magical healing, please. Everything hurts.
Okay, where
Oh!
are you? I'm so lost.
Sandro, welcome
you?
back
Where
from creepy Ghostland. Did you see a giant tentacle dude with lots of eyes? Who may have been made by rainbows, but I'm not sure if I'm clearly remembering that part.
Are you okay?
No!
That's a
Did
good
you hit your
question.
head? Did you fall and hit your head or something?
No, I had a lot of mushrooms, but
Yeah, she ate one
thank
of the
you for
mushrooms.
checking because I'm really not feeling okay at all. Not even a tiny little bit is anything about any of this remotely okay.
Wait,
He does
Steve,
look pretty messed up.
I have a greater healing potion, Steve. Can I, what does that give me if I drink it?
Well, let me Google that.
44 plus 4 hit points.
That is probably accurate. Let me see. Yes.
I'm gonna drink that
4d4
shit.
plus 4. So just roll that in the chat there. 4d4 plus 4. Make sure to erase it from your inventory.
Drinks potion. Never mind, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm still not.
So,
You know, maybe we should pull that body out of the fountain. I mean,
Yeah, what have y'all been doing? Where are we right now? What's happened since I did my thing?
well,
Stuff.
we're at our house. Kind of.
Like the state house?
Yes. Currently, rogues are taking all of my shit, and Nim just got a key. Bad things happened, then more bad things happened, then a few bad things happened, and here we are. Also, there's some clerics of a real not great guy with too many tentacles and eyes running around, and they're also not our friends, despite the I'm friends with you things that the tentacle and eyeball guy said. I don't really think that he's my friend either.
But
Just
we're
going
not
to
dead.
put that out there, but yes, we are not dead. That is true, Cedric.
So, positives.
Basically, we're
It's a
fucked.
keyword.
Yes,
Maybe.
I agree with my cousin. For once, this one time, we are indeed fucked.
Well,
Write that
those
down in
two
the
are
book.
dead. We seem to handle them all right. Just go find the rest of them, knock them down, and get your stuff.
Is there any live rogues? Like knocked out,
So
maybe?
with your roll of 24, you also hear people kind of bustling around the upstairs of the house. You hear many of them going toward the windows. You think that a lot of them are leaving upstairs with loot. And Reslin, I would like you to roll a perception roll. I can help you with that if you open up your character sheet.
That's you, Tissa.
Oh, sorry, what?
So if you pull up your character sheet, do you see
Oh,
your
yeah, I got
character
that up.
sheet? Okay, so you would roll perception, which is one of the skills under that long list of skills on the left side. What you do is you just click the word. Awesome.
Yikes.
So even with a 7, you actually feel the egg in your bag rustling a little bit. You feel it moving.
The what?
The egg. Don't you remember?
There's an
The what?
So if you take the egg out,
Correct.
I'm sure Sandro is he shows the same exclamation.
Oh damn it!
No, what?
The what?
Is she taking the egg out?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh, there
Somebody
you go.
describe this egg to me. What am I looking at here?
It's an
So
egg.
it's a
Egg.
4-inch gray egg. Sorry, I'm just jumping in to
Was it
give you that
gray?
intel. I think it was
Yeah.
gray.
I actually have
Gray.
2. There's 2 leathery gray eggs.
Wasn't it presumably a basilisk egg?
I have 2 of
Eggs,
them.
plural?
Yeah, we kind of figured
And we
out.
broke down a wall to get into them.
Do I recognize these eggs being a man of the nature?
Make a nature roll. Is it survival, I think, or nature? There's nature. You did not recognize it.
Hmm. Oh yes, that is an egg.
There's.
Isn't that the didn't we
Some
think
man of
that
the
that was a
nature.
basilisk
That
egg
must
of
have
some
been
sort?
a big chicken.
Good attempt. Yeah, an effort was made, Sandro. An effort was made. Yes. So it looks like you're a young mother. Congratulations.
So only
We're
one of them
not
is wiggling right
yet,
now.
though.
No.
Oh,
so
only
not-
one is. Okay.
Only one is wiggling at the moment. That's correct. It's in your hand. Okay. Falminar's suit of armor is now on, and you hear the last of the rogues leaving, or what you think to be leaving the windows upstairs. What do you all do?
Well,
Do we go upstairs or do we go out the front?
I mean, look, honestly, I didn't know that I was gonna get any stuff a couple of weeks ago. And it looks like I'm still not gonna get any stuff. You're
might be
welcome to help yourselves, I guess, to my stuff that you're helping yourselves do right now. For now. But
Already on it.
I think that the massive slime god that wants to take over our realm is probably a little more pressing. To
I
be
mean,
honest
there's
with
people here now. We should probably handle them first.
you. Well, there's 2 groups of people, and one of them are clerics of the massive death god. The other ones are some fucking rogues fucking off with my shit. So
Well,
let's
go find them.
prioritize.
Let's get the rogues.
Can we
Alrighty.
pull the body out of my fountain though? Just because I mean that's nasty.
Pull the body out of the fountain. Or at least
Fallon,
try.
you're a beefy man. You mind just
You want me to just
pulling it out?
I'll
Just drag it out of there.
drag
Toss
it
it on
out.
the floor. We'll roll them in a
can
carpet or something.
flat.
Push them down the mountain later.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I know that's very optimistic of me. It's probably all going to come crashing down around our ears. But still, can you imagine cleaning that up when it's all rotted and bloated and like you poke it and something explodes?
The
Yes.
water is
magic in the
reddish
water.
now. It is reddish.
Magic.
All right. Well, we got no time to lose. Let's go find these people. Make sure don't steal anything else of value.
Are there any doors? Yeah, there are doors in here, but
Can't.
did we see where the clerics came from? Or no, we didn't, did we?
Smoke does that. But I see doors up top.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Oh.
Ah, things. So
No,
These
we could
doors,
just
these,
go.
doors
Open?
are, these doorways are open. You can see inside them. They appear to be nicely decorated home, but ransacked. So things are messy. Things are overturned.
Did you say we could hear people?
Yeah, they're upstairs.
The
Well, we wanna
sound,
go
is, the
upstairs,
sound
right?
is lessening. The sound is lessening, but yeah.
I could sprint up there and I could chase these fuckers down. I'm fast as hell.
So
Alright, well,
who's choosing to go upstairs? If not everyone.
I'm going upstairs. Let's go
I'm
upstairs.
upstairs.
following.
I think we're all
Okay.
going up at this point.
All right, let me grab your tokens.
I don't know about Artemis with his kid.
So I'm gonna have
You probably wanna
Artemis
stick with the group.
stay down here for now. Could
Chilling,
be right. Could be
vibing.
right. Could be right. I'm just gonna have him stay down here.
Ooh.
Just like chill on the couch.
Mic off.
Can Nim give the child a knife?
I mean, I'm sure
Mic
if Nim
on.
has a knife, Nim can give the child a knife.
I think she does. I think she does. One
Probably do.
second. Probably do. Yeah.
Knowing you probably have multiple.
Artemis has a dagger, so you can just have the kid hold it, probably. Because he has a
Yeah,
rapier as well, so.
Good point. Yeah, she does. Nim gives the child one of her short swords, so she's down onto one short sword.
All right, one moment.
The kid now has what
You
is
did hear me,
effectively a longsword.
I did hear you. Just give me one moment.
All right, cool.
Now, if you look to the right side of the map you're on, I opened up the second floor area, part of it. It's on the same page that you're on. You just have to zoom out a little bit.
Stuff.
So those rooms are immediately open. There's other areas, but that's what you can immediately see through like open door frames and things like that.
Also ransacked, I take it.
Yes, ransacked. Still things there. But you can see they've been rummaged through and they left hastily due to combat having been happening.
Do we
And
hear
do we
people
hear
still?
anyone?
Yeah.
Yes. Make a perception roll.
Go here, click that, boop, pop.
Can you give me like 30 seconds? Somebody turn the heater way the fuck up in the house. I need to open a window.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
So all of you except for Sandro hear people from this area here, which appears to be a master bedroom. I don't know if you saw that blink, that door frame
Over to
there.
the right.
Yeah. And you hear them kind of talking quickly and shouting, and it sounds like they're opening windows and climbing out of windows.
Just give me the word. I'll catch them.
But the rest of the area, the rest of the second floor seems to be a lot quieter now. It seems like whatever was happening cleaned up pretty quickly.
I think we should just book it up there.
What's going on?
There are people off to the
presumably-
right, but Sandra doesn't hear it, so I'm just standing here waiting for somebody to say something.
Yeah, there-
Okay. Can we hear?
Over
Can I
there.
hear to the right?
You did.
Okay. This way. I hear people. There.
Get him.
No. Can I kick the door open?
Is it
Mhm.
already open?
However, this door's getting open one way or another.
The door's not open. Fireball. Surprise.
The door
Can then
is
kick it
the door's
open like
the door's
Hulk
kicking
Hogan.
open right now. One moment.
Bam. Get him.
There was more than I expected.
Oh, that's more. Okay,
So
maybe
make
less.
make a perception roll, Sandro, because you're the only one who could see in right now.
Nice.
That was the 11, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you see
Yeah.
3 people leave this area here, and then you see 2 dead cultists on the ground wearing the same gear, kind of chainmail with like a purplish cloak on the outside. Basic weapons, like you see a morning star and you see a short sword on them, and then you see 4 members of the Silk Strands. They appear to be men and women who are dressed with the black cloaks, and they have short swords and daggers. They turn to you as soon as you kick the door open.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Bitches from the hallway.
I'm gonna look at Lori and be like, there's 4 in here. What should we do?
Well,
Fists?
one runs.
I don't know.
This one runs for the balcony.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and take a shot at him.
Have we tried killing?
No, how about we just knock on the
Can I
door,
shoot
right?
it?
And just say we're hit.
You can
Just say
you
we're
can
here
shoot.
to deliver food.
Actually, initiative. Sorry.
Okay.
Everybody roll
FBI
initiative. I'm rolling for these guys as well.
FBI.
I've rolled so many 11s and 10s.
Initiative.
NYPD.
Aw, dang.
Good.
All right, I would go to the bathroom.
Yikes.
Do I also roll that?
Yeah, everybody does.
All right, y'all do that. I'm-
Brendan, you should move
I'm
yourself
ahead
over
out.
here because you were coming too.
Wait. Can Nim try and like deceive the people to coming out towards her?
Well, I mean,
so like try and like
Where
Cause
do
a
you
trunk.
find that?
probably not. I mean,
Oh,
Uh,
here.
It's in the very top middle.
Okay.
because we just kicked the door open.
good fucking point.
I'm just writing down the order. One moment. Then we have Lorian. Then we
There's a
What do I
thing
need to
that does
press?
it for you.
I know. I really should activate that. So okay.
It's
hit
kind of weird to
the-
do.
It is a little funky. I'll just use it for
Okay,
next
what do I
time.
need?
I'll make the effort to get
Yeah.
that prepped for this time. I'm just gonna use paper and pencil. So I have one of the cultists. No, sorry. I have one of the cultists got like a really high number, like a 23. So cultist. Then we have Falminar. Wow, 13 is the second one. That's pretty intense. Cedric.
Hold on
Cedric.
one
Oh no, he rolled a 2. So Falminar.
Lorian.
I think our roll 20's got decent because me and Brenner are seeing different shit.
Actually, 2 of the cultists go first.
Yeah, I'm seeing something completely different. Hold on one second.
I am here to continue waiting.
You're not seeing a 13, a 10, a 2, and a 6.
Oh well, no, I'm seeing those, but just like the board. It's not
Yeah, you
like-
need to if you zoom out, I have duplicates of your tokens on the second floor right now.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
So
Okay,
this map is a really wide map. If you zoom out, you'll see the second floor is on the right side and the first floor is on the left side. You can use right click to scroll the map as well to the right.
Cultists or rogues, Steve?
Alright, so I'm just being retarded.
These are rogues.
Yeah, you've been
tokens
calling them
might-
cultists.
My mistake. Well, there's
They're dying either way.
there's dead cultists in the room, but there are living rogues here. My apologies. Yeah, so
Nope.
rogues. So we have 2 rogues go first, then Fal, then Lorian, then where's Sandra going here? Sandra goes right after, goes before Lorian. Great. That's all set. Okay, first rogue. It's going to run up and attack the Sandro.
She can try.
That's a
It's all
14.
whack-a-tip.
Does that hit or not?
14 does not hit.
Okay. So she swings her short sword and hits only the door frame.
Dink. I'm
Okay, who's next?
the rear.
I hear a weird noise. Do you hear that noise?
I think that's coming through. For some reason, Nims and our like audios are on.
Yeah, you can
in-game.
turn them down. Yeah, you can turn those down manually. I just turned his down. I don't know if that's global or just me. I think it was just for me.
No, it's global.
All right, cool. Okay, next cultist also goes up
Rogue.
and attacks. Rogue. Keep on cultist. My God. Because I have the
Yeah, they're
token
going
labeled
to
them
die.
as cultists.
They're still gonna die. Whatever. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
Just pile up on the
also
door.
A 14. Also a 14 and misses. This one is a male. Okay.
Second
So,
dink.
the first person is Falminar.
Hehe. Hold on.
Yeah.
My
Show him how to
kid-
not hit the door frame.
Show him how to not hit the door frame. Okay, got it. And we're just gonna.
It's a half movement when you're moving in the same square as somebody, but you can still get in there. You have a lot of movement.
I'm just gonna be like, excuse me, and then
Pardon me.
pardon me, and then let me get in with the
Did you
two
happen to have
hand.
any great poop?
Ooh.
Followed by skulls cracking.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
a,
hit
that's, a, that's a hit.
Saw, dude.
Well, that's good, bro. I think I can only do one because I'm
You
pretty
can do
sure.
2.
Fifth
Aha!
level, dog. 5th level.
Aha! Right. Oh.
You hit the door frame.
Oh no.
No,
It's not
he,
very
he
effective.
swings openly, but the rogue steps back and dodges deftly. But the first one takes a significant hit. Very gruesome.
He even
hit.
misses the door frame.
Drops the bag of loot that they had over the back from that hit, the initial hit. Okay, next we have Sandro. Yeah.
Also, Brendan, remember it's better if you one-hand a weapon than if you two-hand it because you get the damage boost. But
Okay.
no, I'm just
You know, I think I have a damage.
because you get an extra +2 to damage if you one-hand something. But it's my turn now.
Yes, and to make space, I can actually
Right.
let you walk in the room if you choose to.
All right. Yeah.
There we
I'm gonna
go.
pull out my sword.
Whack,
I'm
whack,
gonna
whack,
give
whack.
it to him. Which one did Brendan hit?
The
The
one
left
on
or the right?
The one on the right from our perspective, viewing this, is the one that's
Alright.
injured.
I'm gonna send this man to the Shadow Realm.
Okay.
Dodges.
I think you're
rogue
getting
dodges.
sent to the Shadow Realm
Part two.
again.
Oh my god.
Also
What is
dodges.
this?
Bonus action
many
punch.
Part 3. Hey, maybe.
God damn.
Also
Not a one.
dodges.
Oh.
Okay. Next we have Lorian.
Hmm.
Scorching Ray. Ooh, interesting choice because there's a wall there. I think you might have to reposition yourself.
I shoot my hand in because I'm like right here, so
Just
like,
lean around and stick your hand through the door.
yeah, just
Just like-
shooting my hand. Pew!
So how does that work with partial cover with a spell? This is
If you're shooting from
not
cover, it doesn't
ranged.
matter.
it's not ranged, right?
Well, they don't have
partial
cover,
cover
so it
is
doesn't
if
matter.
that person has cover. I don't know how it affects like if.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's, if you have
Is
half
that-
cover, it's a +2 to AC and Dex saves, and if it's 3/4, it's +5 to AC and Dex
just-
saves.
Just tell me, is that a ranged spell attack or not?
It
Yeah.
is,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
cover doesn't
Okay,
affect this one.
so you okay? Well, she's shooting like
Because I was in the,
past
I was looking in
Sandro.
the doorway. Yeah.
so. Sandra, make a dex save.
I
His
can
dex
do
is high.
that.
His dex is high. That's like his
I
specialty.
can do this.
Oh,
I
be
always thought it was
fine.
strength, but it's not. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can
Oh,
do
yeah.
this.
Freaking fine.
Yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
just
You, do,
moves like
redirects
an
it to their
inch to
face.
the side, looking all
Oh,
cool.
God, that's good.
you actually do
good.
step aside after missing 3 times though, and this guy takes 6 damage.
I was picturing it like he like redirects it to their face. Just like whoop-ah.
I am
His
so out of
cloak,
fireballs.
burns, and he deftly throws his cloak off, but takes the damage as well. Next we have Reslin. Reslin, roll a perception roll before doing anything.
A perception.
All right. So while this chaos is happening, you hear your friends going into combat, and you hear shouts and screams and flames. Before you can do anything, this hatches into your hand. It's about
Oh,
it's about 5 inches tall,
well.
Oh,
and it looks at you. And make an intelligence roll, Reslin.
You die. It stares into your eyes. You explode.
You freaking die.
So even with an 11, based on all of the information you gathered while in the Terraces of Quietude, you recognize this as a baby basilisk. And you know that it would take many months before it would be any danger to you or anyone else at all. Right now, it is just
Okay.
similar to a small
Helpless.
dragon or lizard, and is self-sufficient but does see you as its elder and has bonded to you. But it does not have the petrifying gaze yet.
mama.
Mama.
So your turn is ahead of you now. You can do as you please. That is in
Do
your
your
hand.
thing.
Okay.
With my passive perception, do I notice?
So do I take one of the eggs out and just write a basilisk then? I guess?
Yes, it is a basilisk egg,
What
and
happened
just
to
a
the other
basilisk
egg?
baby. The other egg is still in your pack, but
Still
it doesn't
eggs.
seem to be moving, but it seems to be fine and healthy and intact.
Okay.
So what would you like to do with your turn? To be fair, it's very crowded in the combat there, so it's
Yeah, I want to avoid it with my baby basilisk. I don't want to go in there with it.
All right, so you're gonna move back toward Nim, right? And maybe let Nim know what's
Yeah.
going on, I assume. All right, very good. The thing seems to have kind of a dry, leathery skin to it, much like a lizard, but you know that these grow fast, and it'll only be a few months before it is much larger. Next, we have the other cultist's turn.
Rogue.
Rogue.
Rogue! I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We're here to correct you, Steve.
He got
Don't
you.
I
worry.
know.
We got you.
I know. I'm like, I have like, it's like 8 tabs and like 3 books and like dice. So this rogue has a short bow and launches it at who's in front there? It's Sandro.
That's me. Do it.
He can try.
So that's an
Do it.
18.
And he might succeed.
I'm assuming that beats your AC, right?
Deflect missiles.
Oh, that's right. So is that like an automatic?
Yep.
Oh,
I
sorry.
use my reaction, so I can't take like a attack of opportunity on somebody now. But I reduced the damage by 16.
By 16. Okay, well let me see what
It-
I mean,
yeah.
it's got to be more than a short bow arrow, so you're fine.
Ka-chaw! Just catch
Yeah.
that shit.
And actually what you do is you deflect it and it goes into the frame of that painting behind you. But you're too focused on these rogues to see what the painting is.
Did
Next
he
it
reduce
is...
it to 0?
I
He
want
reduced the damage to 0, yes.
So
No
he caught
damage.
it.
My flavor text says he deflects it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Flavor. I gotta get a little flavor in there. Cedric, it's your move.
Oh, what? Oh, I get to go now. Oh, man. I waited fast enough.
Wait.
What do I have?
Bro, do something. There's a lot of dudes here.
I know. Just relax. I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Just smack him with
Let's see.
your bow or something.
Okay, cool.
Hit him with your bow or some shit.
The thing I don't have. I'm a kind of shimmy on over on this side. And I will cast Ice Knife right there.
So I don't know too much about it. Is that an individual target or area of effect damage?
So I target one person and then it explodes and everyone in a 5-foot radius.
Okay, are you targeting the one on the right or the left? Because it would. it would hit
Whichever one
both.
has already been hit.
Okay, the one on the right. So that's a 10. That has to beat. That's the attack on the AC, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it misses that
Probably misses.
target.
But
And it
it still
explodes.
It explodes near the head of the bed. So it doesn't hit any of the living targets.
But I can't. Oh, there we
Okay, now the rogue on the right. He is very injured and he's very fearful. He runs to the balcony. You can't make an attack of opportunity, correct? Because you used your deflect arrows. Is that how that works? Or
Yeah, I know. I already used my reaction,
he
and I
makes
sent
it,
the wording for ice knife in the chat. Hit or miss, it still explodes.
so he leaves view on the balcony.
Ah.
You see him jump on the rail, and you don't know what happened after that. Next, it is the rogue right in
So,
front of you.
Real quick, Sandro pointed out that it explodes either way.
Okay, so how much damage
Yeah.
would that have been on that individual?
He needs to make
Everybody,
a deck save. So the two of those
including
guys.
me.
Here. You'll be fine. Yeah, see, you're
Okay,
fine.
So that first rogue had a dex save of 18. Let me do the second rogue, the one that's about to attack.
Check what mine
That one
is.
has a 22.
Okay, so they both succeed. So
They don't take
nothing
any
happens.
damage then. So yeah.
All right.
Literally nothing
So-
happens.
Now this one is making an attack on Sandro with a short sword.
You can try.
A 23. These guys are rolling high today. So that hits. Let's get that damage in there. It's a total of 5 physical.
All right.
Whack.
Good thing you drank that potion.
And whose move is it now? I should know that. It's Falminar's move.
This is the second one, right? The one that I
Right.
hit earlier.
No, well,
Alright.
the one that was super injured ran out the balcony frightfully.
Oh, so he's already gone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit this dude then.
Yeah.
Did the one rogue leave the bag of loot?
Yes.
You're
It's by the plant.
See, they didn't take everything.
Okay, so it's a 21 and 11. So the first one hits. That's 10 slashing. Let me mark that. It's a good hit. It's a good hit. These guys are not super strong. Next we have Sandro.
All right, I'm gonna hit this man with my sword. Is that hit?
That is a hit.
Big
All
chop.
right. Is he dead or is he still alive?
He's not dead. He is
Okay,
very,
then.
very, 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 very injured.
For my second attack, I shall do unarmed,
Oh my god.
which
You
lets me use this
Knock
shit.
him all the way into the bed, and he's dead.
All right, and I'm running out this window.
Speed.
I'm moving. I still got like 25 feet of movement left.
All right, one moment.
Welcome to Monk. You are speed.
It's the Monk Show.
One moment.
Survivors will be shot. Wait.
Jesus.
Survivors have been shot.
Shooters will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. There we go.
I'm just prepping something.
Sandro is just in hot pursuit right now.
Stop resisting!
LAPD, stop resisting.
Go.
Make a
We
perception
got
roll.
you surrounded, at least from this
All right.
side.
That's better.
Okay. So, to the right of the balcony,
Ooh.
you can see that the rogue left behind on the ground a grappling hook with rope, which you perceive him to have, she swung from the balcony from the side of the mountain, which gave her a lot of distance. As you can see, your tokens on the top left. She is running alongside some very, very rough terrain. It's icy and rocky down on the bottom right there. And she's running alongside some of the cliff sides of the mountain.
How far
And
is the
she's-
drop down?
she's leaving a trail of blood. It's rough terrain, but it's not like a sheer cliff drop. It's just rough terrain. It's like rocky and icy between you and her.
All right, I'm gonna move as far as I can towards her.
All right.
Oh man.
So I
we
can
never
move
heard
that
from
for
you
you.
again.
So you already
Alright.
moved. You already moved about what 10 feet? I want to say 10 to 15 feet. So you have about 10 or 15 feet. You have like 15 feet left. 15, 20 feet left.
I've got
that'll bring you
I
about
have
there.
movement speed of 50
50. What the fuck?
because monk, and then I also have the mobile feet.
Okay, so you're about there. That's about 12 feet away.
And
She's
then
shooting herself a terror.
I want
Run,
to use
while
my,
you still
my
have
bonus
legs to
action
carry
to
you.
get one of my to get my key point back with the smoke tattoo.
That's right. So he has a new special tattoo that he gained from defeating a white in another plane of existence.
Nice.
I got my ghost
Damn.
tattoo.
Don't
They look
run,
like
you'll
a
only
Danny
hurt
Phantom
more.
symbol.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, he just straight up is Danny Phantom.
Okay, are you doing anything with that, or are you finishing your turn?
Nope, that was all my stuff. I used my action to punch the dude. But I also have
Ooh, Archmus will be here in 15.
but my AC is 19
Excellent.
now.
Next, we're at
Sandro's turn.
Lorian's turn, I believe. Yes, we did Sandra, and that's Lorian.
Okay. Oh, wait, where? How did. Oh. I need to move back over to the relevant spot. To zoom in, sorry. Just a moment. Okay, I'm gonna dip into the room over here. So I'm out of
Mhm.
people's way.
Mm-hmm.
And then, cause I really don't. Let me just look. Yeah. Okay. Hey, not too bad actually for firebolt.
Fireball. Oh, for a second I thought you said fireball. I'm like, whoa,
I
way
guess
too
fireball
small.
centered
Way
on
too small.
me.
Okay, so that's 11 damage. That's
Rolled
that's
all ones.
11 damage. Wow, that's
For a
that's
cantrip,
incredibly
not bad.
good. That is
Yeah,
incredibly good.
because cantrips get extra dice. Fifth level.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you do a significant amount of damage for Fireball. In fact, you've never seen yourself cast that spell as well as you just did. You are focused, Lorian. Next, Rezelin, it is your move.
Mm-hmm.
The little creature, actually, make a dex save because it leaps out of your hands.
What? Why?
It
Reason.
seems to be startled by all the commotion and yelling down near the room.
What did you want me to roll?
So on your sheet, there's an area that says dexterity, or let me see.
Saving throws. It's above
Saving throws, yeah.
acrobatics and all that stuff. Under proficiency bonus.
That dexterity?
Ah, you catch it, but you now know that this thing is quite feisty, and it is trying to run away. It's very startled, and it seems to be trembling in fear from all of the chaos.
You're now playing Who's Your Daddy, Dissa.
I'm just picturing you just like gonna shove it into the bag.
I don't want to shove it in the bag. That's rude.
It's like stay in the bag.
Can I like, I don't know, keep it close to me or something and like kind of cover it so it
Soothe
doesn't
it?
like.
Yes, you can. You can.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence roll.
Oh, she's pretty dumb.
I forget what your
Huh?
background was actually. What was your background? Do you remember?
I didn't write one.
No. Like there's like a character background.
Oh.
Shit, I don't even remember. Fuck. It's okay. Yeah. So, even though you only rolled a 3, you don't know anything about these creatures at all. Just, but you do know that from stories that were told to you when you were a child, these kind of creatures and basilisks, you heard of them just from like childhood fables and things like that, that much like the Cerberus, singing songs to them or things like that sometimes calm them, and even the most dangerous of them can sometimes be distracted by calming music.
Okay.
Arcbas.
Do
Doing
you
the
choose,
thing.
do you choose to roll a performance to see if you can hum a tune to it and see if it calms it or not?
Yeah, we can try that.
Okay, so performance is one of your skills, I believe, unless they changed that. It should be it should be in the same section as your perception. Okay. So it's calming enough for it. It's calming enough. It's not trying to jump out of your hands anymore, but you still feel it trembling. Next, it is the cultist's turn, who is... Rogue. I'm sorry, these damn tokens are, like, the names are throwing me off so badly. This one shoots an arrow at Lorian. Let me make that a roll. It's the one in the room there, the short bow.
Oh no.
That is a 17. Does that hit?
My armor class is oh wait, is it Dex or
It's an armor class. What's your armor class?
11? Ow.
You take only 5 damage.
That's not bad.
An arrow hits you in your right shoulder. Next, it is Cedric's move.
I'm gonna kill this man. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know.
He's injured already.
I'm a bonus action. Shillelagh on my stick. Now I'm gonna run at him. And bonk.
Bonk.
Okay, what's your roll? See it?
Scout bonk. Oh, that's the wrong page. Where is it? There it is. Boop.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Bonk. Okay. Well, I'm in his way now.
You are. Next, it is the rogue. I almost said cultist. By Sandra's move, and I'm not going to go to that page, but she runs half speed but further away. Going to make that adjustment. Yeah. They're both running at half speed on this terrain. Next, we are on Falminar's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna smack this boy into the next dimension.
Just
you-
chop
you-
Cedric's
Shadow
head
Realm.
off.
You did get smacked into another
no.
dimension earlier.
God damn it.
These rogues are pretty dexterous even with these bad rolls. He dodges both of them.
No.
Next
No.
is Sandra's move.
All right. Do I have enough movement to chase him down? And
I mean,
and
if
punch?
you
Apple one.
if you have 50 feet, even if that's halved, you still can reach her. Yes. You're right behind her.
I'm just gonna get like a running start and just kick her in the back of the head.
Okay,
It's
make
like
the roll.
drop kick.
All right. Yeah. Non-lethally, because I don't know if we want to save a human or not.
So I'm going to say that this rough terrain is not affecting your ability to attack. Just move, and that actually misses regardless. Oh, the second one.
That hit?
Second one does hit, and kills her. She is on the ground.
I said not.
And sorry, you said non-lethal. It knocks her out. No, you do have that choice as a player. You do have that choice as a player. You do have that choice as a player. She is knocked out. I'm sorry, I was looking at the numbers.
You kick her, her skull caves in, then suddenly it stops. And it goes backwards.
No, you kick her in the back of the head, and I mean, these things are not always, you can't always plan
That's
whether
a
you kill
blunt
someone or
force
not.
trauma.
But she is alive. You sense that she's breathing. Do an investigation on her.
All right. I'm good at those. Let me bring my sheet back up here.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's solid.
You see that she's got dirty blonde hair. She's wearing the black cloak. Is very, very, very injured, in a lot of pain, unconscious though. And her weapon actually flies out of her hand as she ran away. She no longer has a short sword in her hand. Her pack is sort of a small pack, but it's got something in it, a few things in it. You see something shiny kind of sticking out the top of it. She did leave the other sack behind in the room though, but this is sort of like a backpack type thing. And
Robber.
her condition doesn't seem to be worsening. She's not bleeding out or anything, so she's stable and she's unconscious.
Secret ingredient is crime.
All
And
right.
you do also see a ring with the Silk Strands label on it, the signet ring.
That's the end of my turn for now, because I used my action to beat the shit out of her. But
Okay.
Whack, bunk.
Next, we are on Lorian's turn.
Okay, let me scroll back over. Okay. Oh, well, I mean,
Pew!
That hits, yeah, and the rogue is dead.
I searched the sack that the first one dropped.
Okay. You find, let's see, this was room 12, okay. You find, let's see, a small hourglass, which times for 10 minutes. You find 6 uncut gems of varying colors. And you find 2 antivenoms and 20 silver pieces.
Okay, wait. Let me go into my... Jeez. Okay. 6 uncut gems. 1 hour time glass?
1 hourglass. That goes for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. 1 10-minute hourglass. 2 anti-venoms. And what else?
6 uncut gems of varying colors. And I think I said 10 silver pieces or 15? I'll go 15.
You said 10. No.
10. 10.
Did you say 10?
We're gonna go
Brendan's
with 10.
questioning reality.
Okay. Where's my... Oh man, I was not filling out my sheet properly at all. I'll have to fix that sometime, but okay. Alright, I got that stuff down. Thank you.
Very good. Okay. After Lorian's turn, it is Reslin's turn.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Is the basilisk like calm?
It is calm, and it's making a weird chirping sound. It's very cute.
Well, I guess nothing. I guess I'm just gonna chill because I don't want to risk it. It's like.
Make a perception roll on your turn.
Okay.
In the room labeled 10 to your left, you see that it is very plain. You see some benches in there. There's marble tile floors, and it's actually quite empty. This room seems to be fairly cleaned out of anything valuable. It's one of the emptier rooms that you've seen in the house. Next, it's no longer combat, so we don't have to follow a initiative system. So do as you please, you guys.
I'm gonna drag this unconscious woman back to the house.
Okay.
That's so
Let me get
weird.
that.
I'm gonna search this body here.
You just want to take an unconscious woman with you?
Did the other rogue have a bag that it dropped when it died?
Chasing bags.
I'm using an upright token, but she's unconscious. It's gonna take you at least like a couple of minutes to actually get her up on the balcony, or do you want to bring her through the front door of the first floor? It's up to you. But with trying to bring her up with, I mean, you're gonna have to try to rethrow the grappling hook. You have to try to rethrow the grappling hook and then hoist her up or tie her onto the rope. What would you like to do to get her up?
I want to search her first, and then I want to tie her onto the rope and yell up for somebody to pull her up.
Okay, so in her sack, she has what appears to be a silver heirloom. You have a case of silverware. It's fairly heavy, but it's made of silver. It was crafted by some foreigner from a foreign land. You deem it to be somewhat valuable. You're not sure how much. And it seems to be just a really old set of silverware. That's the only thing you find in that backpack, along with just normal things like, you know, you find like 3 rations, an extra rope of 20 feet. That's all you really find on her of value.
Okay. I'll take the silverware and just hold on to it so I can give it back to Lorian.
Alright, very good. So you're going to spend the rest of your turn tying the rope around her waist then, the woman's waist on the balcony there.
Yep.
Okay. Rad wanted to check the body of... This one was a dead cleric. You have a cultist cleric. Oh, that one. That was the rogue. Okay, you're up there. I'll make an investigation.
Hey.
Okay.
Not terrible.
Also a small pack on this one. You see a small rolled up rug. And the rug actually has an image depicted on it of Lolth. Actually, believe it or not, not that which lurks, but of Lolth. And it's finely sewn. It's nice. It's got a lot of purples and blacks and tans on it. You don't think it's worth very much. You're not really certain what the material is. You also find a short bow on that one, and you find a quiver of 30 arrows, which are long enough for a short bow. So on this campaign, I'm actually going to start designating which arrows are for which, because in real life, certain arrows just don't fly well with certain bows. These are about, we're going to say 30 short bow arrows, and a good quiver. Okay. It's a fine quiver. Okay, and the rug's not too heavy. I know we talked about your weight and your stuff. It's not that heavy of a rug. Next we have, yeah, it's not really an issue, so who's next?
I was gonna search this body here. Of the cleric.
Make an investigation roll.
Mhm.
Okay, so there is a just chainmail on that one. That's a cleric. You find a mace. You find a plate helmet, not an entire suit of plate armor, but plate helmet. Now let's see what we have here. You also find 2 empty glass vials. And you find a relic of Gonadar, which is a medallion with an eye, but it's not magical like that other one you found. It just seems to be a regular relic. And you also find 2 sticks of incense.
Alright, so 2 sticks of incense. A non-magical relic. Ganu. Okay. Did you say a plate helmet?
Yeah, it's the helmet that you would find on a full plate mail. It's like, you know, covers most of the face, enough room to see out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not magical or anything. It's in normal condition. It's not perfect. It needs to be polished a bit.
And what else? I'm sorry, I was a bit slow.
2 sticks of incense and a medallion that hangs around the neck with the Eye of Ganadar, but it's not magical. Just a plain medallion.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so just those 3 things.
Yeah, and the mace.
Awesome.
But that's kind of heavy, you know. So
yeah, I'm not
just
gonna
be
bother with
mindful.
that. Hey, Valminar, would you like something to protect your brain pan? I
My
hold out the plate mail helmet.
I'll take that, thank you.
Alright. I give him the plate mail helmet.
Although, wait a second, wasn't it a full set of dragon scale mail that we had?
You have dragon scale, yes. And it's specifically from a red dragon, so that'll give you protection from flame.
Okay, so I'll just keep that helmet on me, but I won't actually wear it unless I need to.
Actually, let me resend you the picture of the mail that you do have.
No,
it looks much more protected than it is. It's not like full plate, but it just looks that way because it's made from the scale and whatnot. I just thought it was cool. Yeah. Alrighty. So you do see a few other things in this room. You see a few side rooms. You see a painting. You see a treasure chest that is opened.
Is there anything in the treasure chest?
You only find 4 gold pieces, and you can only imagine that the rogues have made off with lots more. That was once there.
Okay.
You can add those 4 gold pieces in your inventory.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, this side room with the television set? No. Basket on the side, maybe? I'm looking here.
Basket. Okay, make an investigation on the desk, please.
Rolling kind of low, but okay.
Okay, you find 4 stone to flesh scrolls. Find a war horn made from pterodon bone. You find 1 magical steel arrow. It is +2 arrow. You deem it to be... Actually, roll Arcana on it before you can see what else it may do.
I know
Very
what it
good.
does exactly.
So, it's a special magical steel arrow. It's a +2 arrow. 1 arrow. It's
Nice.
indestructible, and it's also considered to be lucky when you're trying to recover it from combat. So it almost has like a sense of luck about it, and it doesn't get lost. Doesn't get lost very easily.
Nice. Okay, and
You've-
2
you-
stone to flesh scrolls, you said, or 4?
4.
2, right? 4. Okay.
And you also find an empty bag of holding, and you should know what this is already. If you don't, it's a bag that can hold a significant amount of stuff in a magical pocket space.
Oh, good. I need that. I need that.
You also find a key made of glass, and with that same Arcana roll, I'll let you know that you sense some kind of transmutation on that key, some transmutation magic on it, but you're not really sure, even with that high of a roll, what exactly it can do. And you also find giant's tea leaves. The leaves themselves are kind of big, but they're not particularly giant. They're just, you know them as giant's tea leaves. They use them in their tea. There's 12 leaves.
All right, Cedric.
Huh?
You like herbs and things and nature? Have
Sure.
some giant's tea leaves.
Okay.
12 giant's tea leaves. Okay. Nim. Where is Nim? Nim Alway?
Is it fun?
Artemis
Am I
falls through the
finally
window.
good?
He has no idea where he is.
Yeah, well. Oh, Artemis is downstairs with the kid.
Alright.
Nimalwe, I'm calling to you.
Hey,
Um,
I'm here.
You're very quiet, Nim. If you
yeah,
can bring your mic a little closer.
Can you hear me now?
A tiny bit. You're pretty
Mhm,
quiet. Okay,
Can you hear
Nim.
me now?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
I have something for you. I
And
give
what
you
is
this.
that?
This is a magical steel arrow. +2. It's pretty much indestructible, and it's really easy to find after you shoot it. So here.
Thank you very much.
So write that
And then
down in
take
your
the arrow.
inventory. That's +2. Yeah.
Yeah.
+2 indestructible lucky when you're covering. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Am I able to get this woman back inside now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh hey,
Guys, I
actually,
have an alive one.
Cedric, I have some more things for you.
Things.
Yeah, I'm gonna just private message them to you.
Okay, I might not be able to hold. I have a lot of stuff.
It's light things, so.
Also, Lorian, I found
Oh
some
yeah, that stuff.
silverware.
Alright, yeah, I feel you. Feel you.
So there's that.
So I'm giving you all of those things.
Herb things. I might have to give you some stuff to throw in the bag.
Sure.
Most likely it's your stuff anyways, so.
I mean, it is. Everything here is my stuff.
No, stuff from like
Oh.
other stuff that they had.
Oh, yeah. So, this hot chick, except she's super fucked up.
She's very injured, yeah.
She has a very large bump on the back of her head.
Is she tied up, or did you just like leave her?
She's got a rope around her waist for me to pull her up. I haven't tied her up yet.
All right,
Why-
we should probably do that.
All right. I'll tie her up.
What are we going to do? Torture
So-
her to find out where they left, or what?
Just ask her. I don't know. I'm not. I got her. You figure it out.
Hello? Massive brain trauma woman. Hello?
Do I recognize her?
Make an intelligence roll. Cedric.
Hey.
You remember her working on the ship, mostly handling the sails. She did less of combat on the ship and was more so making sure the ship was sailing smoothly when the pirates attacked. She played a very
I saw
small
her
role
and she
in
saw
combat.
me.
She must have seen you, but you don't know how memorable you were to her, as you were just sort of a hired kind of deckhand and not really there for much more. You would presume with that roll of 20 of memory and intelligence that she would see you as someone who wasn't really involved in the heist, wasn't really involved in any of this stuff, and more so just helpful for transportation, so she may have easily overlooked you. And as you have a closer look at her, you also see that her left arm is actually prosthetic underneath her gauntlets there.
Well,
She's had a hard life and it's gonna get harder.
does it look like it comes off?
You're not too sure. Let's do a medicine roll.
All right. There is it. There you go.
You believe that it can come off quite easily. It's not
Alright, off it
like
goes.
it's not bound into the bone or anything. Yes, it comes off quite easily.
And it's going across the room.
Right.
Won't need that anymore.
Can we beat her to death with that?
I have a
It's
better
not,
I have a better idea. I'm gonna grab that prosthetic arm. I'm gonna put it in the chest, and I'm gonna close the chest.
Ah, perfect.
So
Alright.
I'm down here with this. Who?
The girl.
Let's catch up
Tifa.
Artemis for just a moment. So
Okay.
Artemis, all the other adventurers ran upstairs after the events of last time to stop some of the rogues from from stealing from the house. So if you'd like, you can make this time to come upstairs.
And I have the tiefling girl with me. I assume.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Just to get away from all the dead bodies.
Not gonna get away from that.
I'll come over here. Well, somewhat. To I assume where everyone else is on these stairwells.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is, if you zoom out of your map a bit,
Mhm.
and if you look on the right side, that'll be the second floor. So I just duplicated your token with Callista, and you're now at the top of the stairs on the second floor, and you're free to move toward Nim. You hear talking in that direction, and you see Nim in the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move over to them. They're here talking.
All right, and welcome, by the way. I know it was hectic when you joined the channel.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, thank you. Excited
All
to
right,
be here.
so I think Falminar. Okay, so Falminar puts it in the chest and closes it successfully.
I'm gonna search this body now.
Okay, make an investigation.
Okay.
You also find a set of chainmail armor. You find a longsword. You see that this is a bearded man, a bit elderly. He's like, not elderly, but he's like in his 50s. And he has been slain by arrows. You see several short arrows in him. You also find, let's see here. A fine silk handkerchief. You find 20 silver pieces and just the armor and weapon, as I mentioned, but no helmet on this one.
Anybody need chainmail or a long sword?
You also notice with that roll that both of the cultist clerics have one of their hands burned. Burns that have been there from a long time ago.
What kind of sword?
Long sword.
I'll take it.
Okay, I give him the long sword.
Okay.
I have the long sword.
Now I'm gonna... I mean, other people should take a turn, but next I'm gonna search this body. It's the last one that hasn't been searched.
Right, so that is one of the rogues. You see a black cloak. You see it is a male. He was killed by your attacks, and he has a short sword. One moment. Okay, you find 220 gold pieces on this one.
Nice. Okay.
Hey, that's pretty
A potion, a minor potion of healing. A grappling hook with 30 feet of silk rope. You find that he is wearing high quality fur for the cold and good trail boots. You find hiking boots, good leather hiking boots with crampons attached on them for like ice climbing. You find a copper compass. You find a very crude map of the mountains, which is almost illegible from water damage. And you also find a flint and steel kit for producing flame with a tinder box, kindle box rather. You also find, you find more things, You also find a pipe and some tobacco. And that's all you find on him.
Damn, okay. Alright, cool. Glad I have a bag of holding.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? Oh, with a 21, you also see the painting on the wall behind you.
And what's on that?
Yeah. So it's a large 5 feet by 4 feet. It's actually bigger than it looks in the token there. It's a crude painting of, and you recognize Diranor Cromwell. You recognize Diranor riding a brown and white dappled horse. The frame is intricately carved on oak, and you can see the arrow that flew into the frame there from combat. It's bearing a long inscription in Drow. you don't understand the drow inscription. The frame is obviously much older than the painting itself, and the inscription can be deciphered by a sage or someone who can interpret drow language.
Hey, Nim. Nimalwe.
Sorry.
Cousin.
Anyways, Nim walks over to the frame and starts to decipher it.
You can easily read it, and it says departure from Venzia. That's Venzia, and you all recognize Venzia as one of the bigger metropolises in this realm. Although you all don't know too much about this province, you do know that it is one of the more central and civilized and bigger metropolises in this realm.
Nim turns to her cousin. It says departure to Venzia. Departure from Venzia, sorry.
That's right.
Oh, all right.
You also don't deem this painting or the frame to be worth much. The frame is probably not worth more than 5 gold pieces, but the image itself it proves to be fascinating.
Let's take a look behind this painting, huh?
Can Nim take off the picture and actually keep the picture?
Yes, well, you can take it off, but it's 5 feet by 4 feet, so it'd be too big and encumbering to bring with you. When you take it off the wall, you don't see anything unusual. You may make an investigation roll, Nim.
I'm currently not at my computer at the moment.
I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. For some reason, I think when I roll your thing, I think it rolls as a DM sometimes. I need to fix that. Okay, 19. You can see that there are no illusions, there are no traps, there's no hidden doors, there's no hidden anything that you can see. It looks just like a regular mount on the wall for the painting. Alright. Cedric, make a perception roll, please.
Sure thing.
And Sandra as well.
I see things.
Okay. Sandra, also make a perception roll. Sandra may not be present. Regardless, Cedric notices when the woman is trying to catch her breath from the ordeal and from being awoken from unconsciousness, that her tongue has been cut out. She has no tongue.
Shit.
Sandra said that he had to get dinner stuff ready, so he said that Archimus can roll for him.
Oh, no problem. She's also making some hand motions and trying to communicate with those hand motions, but you do not understand what she's trying to say.
I think I have... okay. I have an ink pen and some parchment and a bottle of ink, so I dip the pen in the ink and give her a piece of paper.
No, real quick. Did you not always not have your tongue? Just yes, no, nod your head.
She shakes her head no.
So you've never had a tongue?
She shakes her head no again.
Okay, cool. So,
just to clarify, out of character, she used to have a tongue.
Perfect.
That's what she's trying to say.
Perfect. Just mouth it. I'll get it.
She is making weird mouth movements that are hard to read.
Well, I can read lips.
That's true. However,
from observing,
it's been
it's
so
gonna be
long.
hard because
I'm gonna tell you out of
tongue.
character. It's been so long since she spoke that her lip movements are not making sense to
We
you.
can try.
Which is unfortunate because that's like the perfect skill to have in this situation.
Yeah.
But she does notice Lorien taking out a parchment and quill and nods toward that.
That'd probably be more
I
convenient.
hand her the parchment and quill then.
She writes, I know you are the rightful owners of this estate, but I can show you the way to the rest of the riches if you let me go.
I look at I look at everyone else and shrug. I mean, I don't really care. we can do that. Sure. Anybody have any objection to that?
No.
You already
I mean,
searched
you
her
can
and
kill her.
got my stuff back, right? Right.
Sandro did.
Yes.
He did.
Oh, baby, you brought me coffee.
So, Reslin, as you kind of mosey around, you also see this woman with one arm, no tongue, who is scribbling and writing these things. I assume Lorien reads aloud what she wrote?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like hiding it from everyone. Just like
And Artemis, you also are close enough to hear this as well.
Okay.
well.
Sandro, we were asking everyone to let her go. Sandro and Artemis are going to be the ones to disagree.
Okay. You see Callista Mayhem. Let me get that image for some of you who might not remember what she looks like.
It looks like I forgot her name. It's Jester. Woo!
You see Callista Mayhem. Where is her image? There she is. She enters the room and she holds Artemis and says, "Can we please just let this one go? Just do this for me, Artemis, please."
Artemis is going to sigh. He's going to bring a hand, like, wash it down his face. He's gonna, Alright, fine. Just-
I suppose.
The woman continues writing and says, "I have no way of knowing if you will follow through, but I will show you where the secret passage is to show that I am willing to cooperate."
I'm good with that. That's fine. So
Okay.
we're mostly decided then, yes. Oh, I'm gonna look in this bathroom really quick since, you know, we're here.
Somebody want. All right.
Investigation roll.
Guidance.
Oh, I got
Oh wait, no, I got it. Boop.
so 13.
Mild improvement.
You find nothing of value in here except some crude bandages and
Well-
just like a regular knife. It's not necessarily a dagger. You're not really sure what it's for. It's just a regular knife.
Things you would use a regular knife for.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Can I wash my hands and face?
The water seems to be very, very crystal clear. Make an intelligence roll.
Just dirt.
Just a regular
Happens.
intelligence roll?
Yeah, just intelligence roll. With a 20,
Now one.
yeah, you believe that this water is fresh mountain water, and it is cleaner than any of the water you've seen in Port Firth. So yeah, you can do whatever you wish with that. You can wash your
I'm gonna
face.
drink some of it first.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
use
feel
it to-
refreshed.
Yeah. Yay. I'm gonna use it to wash up while trying to not sully it too much. Or is it like a tap or something?
Does nobody have prestidigitation?
It's the only one that can have it.
Actually, I do have prestidigitation.
You can tidy yourself
You can
up with
just
that,
magic
but,
yourself clean.
but the water will quench your thirst. That's something that prestidigitation cannot do.
If anybody needs a drink, it's really good water.
Well,
I'll go and fill up my water skins.
yeah,
That's a good idea.
That seems
water
like the
skin.
sink, not the other one.
yeah. I'm gonna fill up my water skin too.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, good idea.
Constitution save. No, I'm kidding.
Everyone pile in the bathroom.
Hmm. Yes. No, that's good. Thank you. I have coffee, everyone.
You
I
have
have
coffee.
Coffee. It's
You have
been like
caffeine.
2 weeks since I've had coffee. Thank you, love. Okay, so yes, we've had water to drink. I cup some water in my hands and give the, badly injured rogue chick some water.
Reslin, make a dex
Poured into
save.
her mouth. Oh,
Next save.
I'll be
Mhm.
right back.
Jumping
I gotta
again.
go eat dinner.
Arrows in the shins.
Ah!
It jumps from your
Ah.
hands and leaps into the little pool of water next to you, and the creature is swimming on its back, and it seems to have a smile on its face.
Okay, that's cute.
I look over. Is that
Yes.
a baby basilisk?
Yes.
Oh god, it's so cute.
Nim gets out a knife.
No,
Okay, so he gets his knife
Counter
out.
nut.
no,
Nim, make an intelligence roll.
she.
She.
Again, not at my computer. Can someone do
I
that
shall
for
do
me?
it for you.
Very sorry. Sorry.
So based on all the information we got earlier, you do recognize it as a baby basilisk. You're not sure whether or not it is dangerous to you.
It'll be.
Is there anything you want to do with that knife, Nim? I don't know if Nim can hear us, but in the meantime, would anybody like to make their move?
I'm a shimmy on over here.
Mic off.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. I accidentally opened
Okay,
up the.
back. Sorry.
Mic
Nim
on.
would gently try to poke it. Yeah.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Not with
are
a
you gonna
knife.
master it?
Stop that.
It's still soft and gooey. It just hatched.
So as
And
Nim
there's always a
approaches,
chance that it would eat our faces. So
as Nim approaches,
kill it now.
the creature squeals and starts to try to swim toward the edge of the pool.
Ah.
Did you do anything, Rosalind?
I grab at Nim's wrist.
Yeah, just reach for his wrist and then pull
Okay.
him back.
So make a
Pick up
dexterity.
the thing is though, this basilisk could kill us all.
It's
Why
a
don't we kill it now?
baby. It's a baby.
now.
I mean, so
You're
do you.
more
Why
likely to
can't
kill
you?
us all,
If I
Nim.
gave you a baby dragon,
Mir, can you open this
would you
to give me
still
privacy?
would you still keep it safe?
Yes.
Yes.
We're
hell
talking
yes.
about our,
So,
we're talking about our
Rosalind,
lives here.
I'll be right
Yeah.
back. I just burned my tongue, my coffee.
make a
no.
dex check,
A
which
dex
will be
Imprinting
which will
is
be
a-
just click the word dexterity, not dex save, just dexterity. Okay, that's good enough to grab Nim's wrist. So you do that. You grab the wrist with the knife.
I'ma go over while they're doing that and try to calm it down. I'm gonna make it all safe like.
Okay, which skill would you like to use? You have different skills you can use for that.
Let's see.
Ow, my
What are my options?
Let me take a look at your character sheet.
Push it to that.
Cause my highest is perception,
So
but
you
that's
have-
not gonna help. That's not gonna help.
You have animal handling, you have nature, and you have, I would say those are the two best ones to choose from.
Yeah. Let this one make more sense. I'll do animal handling.
Does make more sense.
An 11. Oh, guidance.
It seems to naturally gravitate
Ah.
toward you. It seems to naturally gravitate toward you. Does that add 4 to it?
It does.
and it seems to sort of rest with you, and it makes a face at Nim.
I'm gonna keep it safe. I'll protect.
Nim, think for a moment. Consider us having a basilisk that protects us.
But think about it this way: what if it doesn't work? What if it wants to eat our faces?
It sure doesn't look like it wants to eat our faces. It looks scared of you, and it looks like it likes Cedric and Rosalind.
Mike
So
off.
perhaps if you don't treat it like you're going to murder it, it will also like you and protect you. I mean, just imagine the look on one of these evil fuck clerics' faces when they get turned into stone.
Yeah, but what if the fucker looks at us like that?
It's not going to.
It will if you keep pestering it.
Yeah, so stop pestering it. Just leave it be. It's a baby.
He's
Don't
Steve.
be a baby killer.
Easy to kill.
It's a child. You're going to kill a child based off of information that you know about an adult creature.
And it still could possibly kill us.
Now look, here's the thing about animals. It doesn't know that we're not supposed to be its parent. As far as it knows, Rosalind is what her parent is supposed to, or his parent, I don't fucking know, is supposed to look like. If we're nice to it, it will be nice to us. That's how animals work. That's how people work too.
Yes, except people are a lot more deceptive and pointless
Well,
murdery.
Yeah, that's why it's a lot easier with animals. If we're nice to it now, it will be more likely to stay with us and not try to eat our faces. However, if we're rude to it, it'll just try to kill us.
So, and it's not going to be able to do anything for quite a while anyway, so let's just let it be for now, and perhaps deal with the evil, world-destroying tentacle god cult. Just you know, for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to try to persuade Nim to not harm the creature?
Yeah.
So first make a statement and then roll your persuasion skill, and we'll see how it goes.
A statement?
Talk about why it's a sweet baby.
Just give a
and you
reason,
want-
yeah.
We were just all talking about it.
Why
I know,
here
but-
is 10 reasons why you should not kill this baby basilisk.
Just start
Number
listing.
9 will shock you.
Okay, so roll persuasion, and we'll see if you're able to
We were all
persuade
just
Nim.
discussing that. Okay,
It's one of your skills under, like, it's near perception and all that.
I don't suppose I can reach her, can I?
Ooh.
Persuasive as fuck.
So Nim grabbing the dagger, Rosalind grabbing her wrist with the dagger and making these points, and all with the help of all the others making these valid points. Nim, you are indeed persuaded that perhaps this creature should be left alone and kept under the watch of whoever chooses to keep the watch over, whether it's Cedric or Rosalind.
Put it this way, you can be excused from diaper duty, all right?
God, don't tell me I have to take this thing
what
for
does this
walks.
thing eat anyway?
Meat.
I'm saying
Well,
this
then
now.
we
If
just
it goes
eat
evil,
things.
I'm gonna
What
kill
do
it.
they eat?
I'm pretty sure it's meat. Was it basilisk?
Does anybody have meat?
Does my very limit... I mean, I have ways of feeding it.
Oh,
I have ways
yeah.
of feeding all of us.
That's true, you got Goodberry. Goodberry can be whatever it needs to be, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter what it eats, they are now sustained for a day. I could
So you
give
see-
Barry to a Trask.
You see the woman rogue write on paper, "May I have my arm back?"
Someone give her a hand.
Yes, I give her her arm back.
Nim responds with, "Hey, at least we know what the sound of one arm clapping was."
Not fun. That's food.
We're good
I'm-
people.
Trying to not develop any racial stereotypes in my mind about Drow. I'm trying very, very hard over here.
Yeah, try it and I'll stab you.
Clearly. All right.
So she puts the arm back on and kind of looks around, not knowing whether she's allowed to stand up or not, waiting for you all to make a move.
I hold my hand out and help her up.
Do we have any
She
rope?
accepts. You all have rope, I think.
So much rope.
All right, can we? Right.
So much rope.
All the rope.
Yeah.
We can do like a Shibari convention.
He's making a big.
She's like bleeding slowly everywhere.
I think that's the opposite of what we agreed on.
No chance. Yeah, but there's no chance of her trying to kill us if we don't tie her up.
She
Either way.
can
This way.
barely stand upright. She's not. We've searched her. She has no weapons.
No, just keep her laying down. I'll get to her in just a second.
I already helped her up.
No, like, well then whatever. Actually put her on the bed. That's a better idea.
All right, lay her down on the bed.
Right there.
look at her.
The bed.
I look at her. You know, it's really unfortunate you got caught up with these cads that
Yeah,
you've
they're
been
not
running
exactly
with.
nice.
I mean, you had to know that this would happen sooner or later, and you're awfully lucky that we're awfully nice.
I'm not.
She shrugs.
Well,
Yeah, we got
I
that.
mean, okay, Nim isn't nice.
Hey, Rosalind.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hand you the basilisk so I can do my thingy.
Okay.
Kinky.
Hey, Rosalind,
I also have
Yeah.
knife.
what's your baby's name?
I don't even
We
know.
should
its
call it Derek.
gender.
That doesn't. Listen, take it from me. Especially take it from me. That doesn't really matter.
I haven't thought of a name for it yet.
I mean, you could name
How
it
about
Rocky.
Ron?
That's
Yeah,
very
then-
generic.
The name will come to her when she finds a time for it.
Yeah, well, think about it, because, you know, we want to start teaching it to, you know, recognize its name, count its name, maybe do some tricks. Roll
Yes.
over, sit,
I'll teach
Okay.
you how to
turn
lay
that
down.
guy over there into stone. You know,
Yeah,
that's what
this isn't a circus animal.
I'll teach you how to play dead.
Oh my
You're not allowed. You're not
I
allowed.
don't want anywhere near it.
You're not very responsible with your own life, let alone any others.
Well, cheers. Speaking from you.
The creature runs back to Rosalind, climbs up her leg onto her shoulder, and hugs her on the neck.
Aww.
Ah,
Aw.
it's adorable.
No.
Yeah.
All of you roll perception. I'll
Oh,
roll for
boy.
them.
Crap. Thank you very much.
Oh shit, that was performance. I'm sorry.
I think I can. Phenomenal.
Got the same roll.
Where's
I see all the things.
Everything looks fine and dandy to me.
Yeah,
So-
everything's good.
Nim, actually all of you hear absolutely nothing.
Oh, hey!
That's performance. Yeah, but you all hear, you all notice that all the rummaging came mostly from this room. And everything else, there seems to be a few open windows just kind of rattling in the wind, the shutters rattling in the wind. And whatever rogues were here most likely made their way out. Whatever clerics are here are either still patrolling or dead. You're not sure, but it's very silent in the entire house.
Is
Should we
it like
keep
an
explo-
eerie silent, or just like, hey, it's quiet?
It's a normal silence, it's not like arcane silence or anything.
Alright, we're doing better.
Should we continue searching the house, or should we try to find the people that stole a lot of these items?
Oh, I
Well,
think
I'm-
they fucked
Nim
off.
pipes.
They
Nim
most
pipes up.
likely left.
Why don't we split into groups?
That's
So
a
one of
terrible
us
idea.
That's a
Search.
bad idea.
What you just suggested is probably the worst idea you could ever think of.
Up.
Either
All of,
way.
you make a wisdom check.
Okay, just straight wisdom.
No, wisdom
straight
save. Sorry,
food,
wisdom
like
save,
that.
I mean.
Oh, alright.
Oh, 22.
And Nim,
Someone
I'm gonna
roll for me,
roll.
please.
Yeah, I'll roll. Yeah. Persuasion is a wisdom or a charisma? Shit. Sorry, guys.
Persuasion, but I mean, it depends on what they're doing.
We're gonna keep your save. So let me just find this thing.
Val, you and me.
So yeah, none of you are convinced. Lorian's a little. No, not even Lorian. No, nobody's convinced. So yeah,
No, I got like 19.
nobody wants to split up.
Shit.
No.
Sorry,
Either way,
Nim.
I'm gonna
At
start.
some point, you'll get an idea of the party will accept.
I'm gonna start cleaning the bed for the. I don't know what her name is, but for her.
Okay.
Not like covered in blood or something.
Hey, what's your name? Write it down.
She writes down. Her name is Yvonne Bradley, and you see that she's a human just based on your eyesight.
You see things.
With your eyes.
What race are they? Roll perception.
Oh wait.
One,
Not
they are
sure
a dragon.
it's
Human.
Nim walks over to the cultist. Well, yeah, the
Not
fellow
cultist, the rogue.
Rogue.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, so Nim walks over to the cultist and uses Cure Wounds on her. This one. Boom. Yeah.
Okay.
I
How
have
much
that.
does that heal for?
I have
1d
no
per
idea.
level, plus your spellcasting modifier.
So, I'm at level. What input value do I put it for?
Okay, so on your sheet, I think it should be there. So yeah, in spells, if you just click Cure Wounds and then click whichever level you want to cast it as, it'll automatically do it.
Yeah, but what level do I put it as?
So which one do you want?
Alright, I'll do it at level 2.
All right, they get lots of healing. They get 10 healing.
No, listen.
Oh wait, no, they get
Yvonne.
14.
Oh, nice. Listen, Yvonne.
She's
See-
almost back to full health based on what you can see. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying.
See, I know we're being awfully nice for you jacking all of our shit and trying to kill us, but I'm not sure you Silk Strands really understand the gravity of this situation. See, it's not just a cult. These motherfuckers are trying to bring an evil, ancient, tentacly, eyebally god to enslave this entire realm and subjugate it and fill it with slime and oozes. Now, I don't know how deep your understanding of the economy is, but it's kind of hard to sell the cool stuff that you steal when everything is apocalyptic and full of, the screaming and the horror and the oozes and people's souls being devoured. So perhaps you should, when you go back to your little buddies, let them know just how fucked everything is so they can act accordingly. Because there actually is something more important than getting cool stuff and selling it so you can get cooler stuff.
I'm not trying to be funny, but with Lorian saying, right, these motherfuckers.
Lorian, I don't really think he's going to care. You saw how he acted. No, not her.
Marin.
You know, yeah, Merrick. You saw how he acted. He's not going to care.
He
why
might
we're
not,
going to
but
kill
she
him.
might, and some of the others might. I mean, he's really. I mean, really, none of this money that they're trying to get is going to be worth anything. When the sky
why
is
we killed
bleeding
him.
fire.
So she writes, I'll do whatever you say. I give up. I give up. She says she doesn't want to have any. She says she also writes that she doesn't want to have any part with any of this cultist stuff either.
Well, you might want to let people know what's coming.
Explicitly for that.
Yeah. On a side note, can we just call the cult these motherfuckers from now on? Because
I agree.
It's gonna be
These motherfuckers. Motherfuckering.
We found him. We found these motherfuckers.
Let's go. Stop these motherfuckers.
That's their new name.
I'll be right back super quick. 1 sec.
Okay.
It's gonna go start streaming. I know.
Right. So
Alright.
Nim looks around and talks to the group, just saying, right, we need to find a way so we can learn more about these motherfuckers, particularly what these motherfuckers do. Other
Stuff.
than, mass murder and shit and like motherfuckery stuff.
Speech.
So
Florian.
you remember that you actually have among the party some books that were collected and researched by Captain Rianth, who has been slain in the mountains. So you do have some information on their motives.
Books.
That's
I have
good.
many
Oh,
books.
So these motherfuckers.
We have to stop these motherfuckers.
So
Yes.
based on the books that you've had, and I know it's been a long time since we played, so I'll give you a brief catch up on what your characters know. Just based on the books, there's some loose information about Gonadar, which is also known as That Which Lurks, also known as the Ancient One, or the Ancient Eye. And he is originated from some kind of alien intelligence from another dimension. He appears to be kind of an ancient ooze, an ancient deity. And he was somehow wrapped up with Lolth, which is a god of spiders and other things, which were often historically worshipped by the Drow. You're not entirely sure. You've read different accounts in the different books about how he's involved with her. They were at odds at a certain point. He might have had eyes for her, or should I say eye for her at a certain point. And there are these otherworldly crystals that are influenced by these human sacrifices for That Which Lurks. And based on the tunnels that led through the cultist outpost, they seem to herald people who kill, sacrifice, and wipe out other religions and other planes of existence. And there's some grand overarching plot that has to do with transforming this entire realm of existence, but you don't know why, how, or what else is going on with this plot.
Oh shit, it's raining and I need to close my windows. I'm
Oh, no.
sorry. I'll be right back.
It's raining, man.
Okay. So, there's a lot of rooms left in this house to be looted.
Yeah.
Time to start looting.
Time to start fucking finding these motherfuckers.
I'm just
So,
gonna.
yep. I'm gonna say Sandro's kind of watching over the
I
woman for
have
now. I guess
returned.
Cedric has been as well. I don't know if he wants to continue.
I'm making sure Nim doesn't stab the baby.
The baby seems to be safe in Reslin's care now.
Nim is fiddling with her knife, just like dragging it across like the walls and stuff.
For fuck's sake, Nim. I mean, do you just make an effort? Do you practice being murdery, like in the mirror in the morning before you finish getting dressed? Do you, practice your murder face? Is that something that you do?
I'm going to go look sketchy today.
Ow. First off, I think I look fabulous when I murder. Thank you very much. Second of all, it always pays to be on guard.
Right, and are you on guard against the wall?
Ah, yes, the most deadly of enemies.
You see, these walls, right, are very, very dangerous, right? Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just
Oh
in,
man.
just in case the fucker decides to attack us, fucking basilisk.
After having spent a bit of time underground in tunnels, there are an awful lot of mushroom spores down there, and it's starting to make sense why drow are the way that they are.
Nim just remembers that in the earlier fight downstairs, Cedric was indeed inside of a wall at one point during the fight.
You see, that's that guy, Cedric, was it?
Yeah, at least you remembered.
Swallowed. He was swallowed by one of the wolves.
Not quite, but okay.
Swallowed by the wolves.
I'll
That's
entertain
fucking
your
hilarious.
theories. I'm
that
sure
could-
just reached out, just yum.
No.
No,
Yum.
that could happen.
There's
that could happen, right? That could happen to any one of us, right?
Yeah,
So,
I could do it whenever I
We
want.
got
I know you can't.
the fucking wolves can eat us, man.
Oh god, I have to show people something. For later, from the Muppet Show.
Oh wait,
I
no, I, did
posted
go on a
it.
wall. We decided against that.
Furniture monsters. Okay, anyway, go on. So we
The wolves swallow us. We could
Alright.
be eaten by plaster.
I'm going to keep an
Bricks.
eye on what did she say her name was, Steve?
Yvonne.
Yvonne Bradley.
Yvonne.
Yeah, that one.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Yvonne. Let's
Make sure that wolves don't eat them.
let's carefully make our way down the hall and investigate up here the rest of the rooms, hmm? And Yvonne
sounds like
can show
a
us
better
the
plan.
secret. She can show us this secret way in a bit.
Can I stab her?
Not
No.
if she doesn't do anything bad.
So
And
Artemis,
she's
the
going to
little
be a
girl
good
takes the
girl.
lead with Falminar if you want to follow her. If Artemis is indeed still there. Artemis also notices Lorien has a new warhorn on her belt.
Oh yes. Yes. Archimus. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't
Artemis-
leave though.
Did he leave?
His internet died again.
Oh no.
Ah,
Okay, so in that case, Lorian's going to give Archimus the warhorn. If somebody has access to his inventory.
Artemis says to you, this isn't just any ordinary warhorn. This is the kind of warhorn that dragon hunting parties would use. It was very ceremonial. It doesn't have any special powers or anything, but ceremonially it was used in dragon hunting parties.
That's really cool.
Lorian, you said this was your dad's manor, correct? Or uncle or whatever?
It's my aunt.
Oh,
My
yeah,
aunt.
Yeah, I think she might have had a thing for hunting dragons. Or maybe
Or
just a thing
maybe-
for dragons, I don't know.
Maybe
I mean,
your
the cult
maybe your
stuff,
husband did.
obviously. That's probably the more likely option.
Yeah, probably her husband, but I I'm not really sure actually. I shouldn't
I don't know
judge.
if you guys all are... Yeah, you get it.
Yes. Okay. So so we're all making our way out of the room, right? Yes?
Making my way downtown.
Yep.
Walking past, I'm gonna stab a wall.
Is that a window over here, Steve?
It is, and you see the bleak landscape. I mean, it's a
What?
beautiful landscape beyond the mountains, but the actual terrain is what Sandra was running on earlier.
Watch out, I might eat you.
rocky.
All right, I'm bringing Yvonne with me.
All right.
Nim's just gonna walk and follow them, just humming a tune and doing the same, like stabbing the walls.
Nim, you're stabbing your own house. You know
It's like
that,
you
right?
put an effort into trying to look like
Edgy.
as sketchy as you can.
Like seriously, Nim, this is your house. You inherited the building and you're stabbing it.
And you
Is
wonder
this
why
how
most
you-
of my people don't like you.
This is your decoration technique.
She
Wouldn't
slaps
surprise
his mouth and walks ahead.
Well,
So Falminar sees that this room is very kind of empty, just a few wooden benches in here. Same room that Reslin was wandering in earlier. It's very bare.
Screwed.
is there
Scoot, scoot.
anything of note in here?
Enter the room and we'll see.
Poke. You got the thing now.
Make an investigation.
Ah. I even did it preemptively. You
Nice.
see all the things.
26.
You see a non-magical coin, but it is unlike the silver coins that you're used to seeing. It is ornamented. One side has a king and the other side has a dragon. It's non-magical.
Ornamented coin. King on one side. What's the other side you cut out?
dragon on the other side, and it's a silver coin, but it's larger and more ornate than a regular coin.
Yoink. Okay.
Right.
Anything else?
So Nim. Oh shit, my bad.
No, it's alright. Was that it, Steve?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool.
And where would you like to go, Nim?
Can Nim just follow behind Lauren?
Sure.
I'm gonna go over
Cool.
here, and
And we got Yvonne with us because, you know, I'm keeping her with me.
things.
A lot of beds and stuff in this.
There are a lot of beds. Look at all the beds.
Making my way.
That,
You may
that one
enter.
room literally just has pillows and a rug. And a bush.
I know what that room's for.
Man.
Sex dungeon.
Yeah, no Netflix and lots of
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
You can enter if you want.
You've been booped. You have a
One
bonus
more.
thing
Giant
to
orgy.
next skill thing.
Next skill thing.
What did
Yeah.
you say, Rosalind?
It's like, but I guess I'll ask about it when it comes to it.
I made
So,
an inappropriate comment. Okay.
oofed. Okay, so in this room you see a painting of Urwell, which is the relative of Lorien. You see her standing there smiling, holding a baby in front of this very house in the painting.
A baby.
And this room has been kind of tossed and turned, but you don't see anything of value in this room. Nor do you see anything of value of the room next to it except for fresh water.
I'm gonna leave the painting. Is there any like text on it at all?
No text.
Nothing. All right. Is there anything else in the room? Perception.
Nothing else of interest in this room.
Okay. Onward. There.
This is a room that also has nothing of interest except for some fresh water there.
Nice. Okay.
I'm
Man, I
gas.
wonder what this was for.
a body.
Oh man. Cause that's totally new to you.
Can you drag Yvonne over with me over here, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sure you got this one, Fel.
This is a dead evil cleric. Chainmail again. This one has another mace. You see 6 silver pieces. And a pouch with random spell components. Everything from sulfur to ashes to dust to like wood chips to sand, but nothing of great value. Cedric, you see, or Rosalind, you see a chest over there. Make an investigation roll on the chest.
Nope.
Investigation roll.
Mm-hmm.
You can't +1.
You see that there are only about 3 gold pieces left, but there's a hidden panel beneath the bottom of the chest. And you believe that the rogues robbed everything in the top of the chest, but there's another hidden panel beneath it. You can try to open it if you choose to.
Yeah. Let's try. What do I use to open it?
What was that?
That's somebody's chair.
Would you use strength or would you use?
Nothing, you can just choose to open it.
Yeah, I'll choose to open it.
You find something called Babel's Ornament. It is an earring that translates all languages, but sometimes lies and causes mischief.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So you can write down that in your inventory. I'll copy and paste it for your DMs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Nim is with Lorien. So both of you are going to make investigation roll. Here we go.
Boop. You get a thing, Lorian.
Holy shit. What? Oh
You see
god.
all the things.
I got 30 investigations, Steve. Because I got some guidance there.
I guided you to see what you already saw.
You find
I have ascended.
so you find 2 dead clerics and a drawer. Which one are you going to let Nim look at, and which one are you going to look at?
Give me a sec. Just. What was it I needed to click? Investigation.
I already rolled it for you.
Oh, well, dang.
Look in the drawers.
Yeah. Look, I'd look in the drawers. Sure, why not?
Well, there's 2 drawers there, so you can each look in one.
Okay.
Lorian, you find a thin paste. It doesn't have a name, but it prevents infection on a wound that appears to be starting to have an infection. It's an antiseptic, so you can write antiseptic paste.
That is exactly what I just typed.
Nim, you find a love potion. It has
Oh man.
it has
This is gonna end up bad.
it has enchantment magic on it. It's a pink vial.
No, what the hell do I use that for?
So there's this
Oh, dear.
emotion that some beings feel called love, Dim.
Can it be used for poison?
Well, love can be a poison. It can hurt someone very, very badly. Deep, deep in their soul.
Oh, fuck.
That roll.
Okay, Reslin,
Yeah.
you find on these 2 just
Why did I just click death save?
I don't
What?
know.
Okay.
You die.
so you have
Oh, never mind, you're good.
chainmail, just chainmail on those 2 bodies. 2 short swords, 1 on each body. You find 20 silver pieces in total on both bodies. You can write that in your inventory, 20 silver pieces.
Okay.
And you find a very crude trail map that leads from here to Gryhold. And it appears that it takes approximately 4 days or more to make that journey on foot, based on your knowledge of maps.
Oh, that might be important for us to keep, Roslyn. In case we need to get there from here.
The
Okay,
important
what was
thing
the
is
last
when we
thing?
need to get there.
Don't forget to write down those 3 gold that you found at the chest too.
Is
The
this
last thing
goal?
was map to Gryhold. You can just say map to nearby
Gryhold.
city.
Did Risk get the bottom panel open?
Yes.
She did. She got magical earrings out of it.
Oh yeah, that's what's in there. Forgot about that.
Okay.
Darling, do tieflings ever get their horns pierced or ornamented or anything like that? Because I think it would look fabulous if you had something, you know, like little gemstones hanging off the tips.
I don't think so. I've
Can't-
never seen that, but I know ears.
I can't vouch, but I feel like that'd be painful.
But-
Mm,
That sounds like some fuck shit.
Well, I mean, like hanging something off of it probably wouldn't.
oh
hurt,
wait, yeah,
though.
they hang them off, but they don't pierce.
And you could cap them. Cap them with gold and little like traily hangy gems. I'm just saying, darling, it would look fabulous.
Might look interesting, yeah.
Long conversation about nonsensical fucking jewelry.
Okay. Where to next? I'm sorry. I realized I didn't reveal enough to make this make sense for you. So, Falminar, I forgot to mention when you were in this room here, you saw out the window and to another window here, a room that you haven't seen an entrance to
Oh,
from
okay.
elsewhere.
So, I'm just gonna go back through here, I guess, and I'm gonna assume that this isn't like a big enough window for me to go through, right?
It's big. It's big enough. It's big enough. The map is a bit.
Oh, it
like,
is?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the window.
Boop. Just in case.
All right, I'm gonna drag Yvonne with me and follow the rest of them towards that area.
Oh,
look at-
okay. Looks like we got a lot of stuff in here.
Boop.
Just get that.
It's the
Bust
laundry.
me through there.
Just like
I
It's
see.
just, I see clothing.
many a clothing.
Okay,
Do I see the painting
Falmer-
of?
Sorry, yes, you do. You see the same thing I described earlier. And you recognize her before anybody else does.
And she has a baby.
She's holding a baby.
I wonder who that could be.
There you go, Nim. Stab the baby. It's gonna hurt you.
Do-
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So Falmanar, make an investigation.
An investigation.
You were booped.
So what does the booping do exactly?
Oh Christ! What did I do?
It's-
Oh,
It's you get an extra.
it does
in this
that.
case,
You-
one.
okay,
so
that's all.
17.
17.
Mild
so
help.
the first thing that you see are many clothing racks, which look neater than the picture. Many clothing racks of fine clothes, finely crafted clothes for just about your height. For every, we don't have any short people in the party, do we? Sandra's kind of short, so they wouldn't
I
really
think
fit
I'm
him.
short. Hold up.
But they fit mostly the rest of you, for men and women. You also find 633 gold pieces.
Oh,
Nice.
You also find,
633.
Yeah.
Mm.
and there's also a large crossbow with 70 bolts. This thing's big.
Okay.
We've got Yvonne with us, but I can't drag her.
I got her.
Alright, let me add that to the inventory. please.
We see him pull out basically like a massive bag of just.
Um, I guess I'll take the crossbow. And the bolts.
70 bolts, yeah.
So 660,
633.
633 gold. I'm like, well,
See, Lorian, you're still getting something.
yeah, that's true. I'll share some of this. It's fine. When we're all done with this.
They didn't make off with all your gold.
So it's 600 and what? 33?
633.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of clothing options, so if there's anything any of your characters are interested in, let me know, and I will explain it.
Is my glove torn up at all?
Your glove. Remind me about your glove, sorry.
Just my glove on my left hand. Because I have one.
It
gonna
is
look-
fine. It is
Okay,
fine.
cool. Alright, we good
I'm
then?
gonna look for something like fabulous and form-fitting for a woman, and maybe purple. Is there like a pretty?
You see a light lavender with white trim. A dress.
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck that into my bag of
You
holding.
also find a corset of more of a sky blue.
Oh, ignore
black
that.
trim.
Mm, nice. And are there any really, really nice looking men's gowns? Like maybe I don't know. Like men's robes, I should say. Like a nice man's robe.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Wait a
find a robe that is traditionally worn by paladins, although you don't believe Diranor or Urwell to be a paladin. It's an elf's long copper-hued tabard. It's emblazoned with oak leaves and motifs and acorns, but it's like kind of like a rope.
Alright. I'm gonna tuck that in my bag of holding too.
Just in case.
So now I've got clothing. I say, now I've got clothing that's appropriate for me, in all of my
In all of your forms.
Make a
moods.
perception
Well,
roll. I'm sorry to interrupt. Make a perception roll.
Me? Okay.
And let me do one for Nim as well.
Hi. Go ahead.
I'm too far to boop, unfortunately.
Okay, Nim finds, if you can just take note of this for me, Ev, because I'm writing so much, I'm doing so much. The substantial clasps of this asymmetrical drow mantle, when closed, complete a large adamantine spider, which appears to rest on the wearer's shoulder, its segmented legs clutching across the chest and back. So it's kind of like a brooch.
Oh.
It's an adamantine spider, which is reminiscent of Lolth. Okay, but that's pretty much any of the special stuff you see there. There's many other regular clothing items. I don't know if there's anything you wanted to find, Rosalind, on the way out. You're the only one who hasn't had a good look. Cedric hasn't had a good look yet either, but because your clothes are actually really fucked up, Rosalind. Your clothes are all torn because you were stranded in the mountains for a couple days and captive by goblins. Are you there, Rosalind? I think she went AFK for a few minutes actually. I'll just say she gets to have a pick of fine clothes from this stash. We'll assume she's doing that now. Okay. What else would you like to do?
Anything else, anybody?
Pretty much good.
Is that stairs down?
They are stairs down.
I'm gonna look at at Yvonne. Was this the secret spot?
Can Nim just slide down the banister?
1 second. So come closer to Mike, Dissa. You're in a room with lots of finely made noble clothing. Is there anything you want to grab? Your clothes are all torn up. You were held captive and lost in the mountains for several days. You don't have anything nice. So if you're looking for anything particular, now's the time. There's a whole selection of clothing here in this mansion, in this room. Room number 14. I mean, there's a lot of everything. There's silk dresses, there's shirts, tunics, pants, skirts, boots, bracers.
Yeah.
There's hoods,
I'll
there's
just
cloaks.
Take like, I guess, an whole outfit then.
Okay. Is there any color that you were interested in particular? I'll tell you if it's there or not.
Anything gold and gray?
Yes.
Or green?
And there's something to actually accompany sort of a gold top and brownish plain bottom. It's a jeweled hair comb, but it's not rare jewels. It's a common jeweled hair comb resembling a great horned owl and has a golden topaz eyes which appear to wink under moonlight. So you have a pretty cool comb. Just put that in there. All right, so everyone's dressed. Good, great.
I guess I'll look for some nice clothes. Sure.
Sure. I mean, there's some pretty cool cloaks. Yours is starting to get a little weathered from all the adventures you've been on. A lot of blood and arrows
Besides the
and
other one, it's fine.
fire. Okay. But that's the main thing that stands out to you are some pretty nice cloaks with ornament of nature and things like that. You have like certain elven and drow designs that have like vines and ivory and gold trim, things like that. I know you're a druid, so maybe that appeals to you more. But other than that, maybe like a good pair of boots. There's not much else that appeals to you in this room.
Just like solid pair of boots and gloves, maybe.
Okay, you can put that in your inventory. Do you head down the stairs, everybody?
I had asked Yvonne a question. I asked her, "Is this the secret place you were talking about?"
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. She shakes her head no.
Oh, okay. Is the
Can
secret?
Nim slide down the banister?
Yes, Dex check. I will do that for you. And you were saying, Lorian?
I glance over at Nim and then ignore her and look back. Is the secret chamber or the secret passageway on this floor or the floor below?
Does she have the quill and parchment?
Yeah,
also, as she begins writing, Nim deftly glides down the banister. I revealed the room to the left. I just put our tokens down there preemptively. Don't worry. If you don't want to go down there, just let me know. She writes, "It is below the ground. It's below the first floor."
All right. Well, I guess we're going to the first floor. I'm going to the first floor, and I'm bringing her with me.
Okay. Are you taking the same stairs, or are you going back the way you came?
I'm taking the same stairs.
You're going back the way you came.
I'm taking the same stairs that everybody else has. I'm going down
Okay.
the stairs.
So not the same stairs that you took, the same stairs that these folks are taking. Got it. Check.
Yes.
A thing. It is a big thing.
Okay. You are all down here. Everyone make a perception roll, please.
Yep, perception roll. Right on it.
Aha!
Yes.
Oh, I gotta do that for Nim. Let me do that. Actually, from now on, can you make the rolls for Nim, Lorian, just to do me a super solid, because I'm juggling a lot here. You should have access to his character sheet. I appreciate it.
Do I have access? Where do I find this character sheet?
It should
I
be
got
just
it, I
like
got
right
it.
under your character.
I got this roll.
Okay.
Um,
Because all I see under characters is mine. I don't see anybody
Ah.
else's.
Okay, so Nim, actually you all except for Falmer notice some of these things here. So Lorian finds a scroll of true sight.
Okay, scroll of true sight.
Nim finds a dried bouquet of dead flowers, which indicates that this room, and also notices that everything is coated in quite a bit of dust, as most of the rooms are. This one seems to be a little more undisturbed. And it indicates that people have been really living here for a time now, at least for a few months, if not a few years.
If is the room actually like dark or anything, or does it like need light?
There's a
Is it lit
magical light coming from the torches. These aren't just flame torches. It's a very simple magic. You recognize it to be like a very harmless and very low magic spell that keeps a gentle glow in all the rooms. And you know that certain magic users and even some regular people can just, it has like dim lighting. You can make it brighter or dimmer, but they're nice and dim right now. Reslin finds another map, almost identical to the one she found earlier. It's a trail map of the mountains that leads to Gryhold, which is approximately a 4-day journey on foot based on what the map says. And then Cedric finds a glass case on one of the shelves on the left side. And inside the glass case is a mummified finger. And when I say mummified, I don't mean it's wrapped in anything. It's just dried and almost petrified, and has a silver ring on it with a G written on the ring. And there's a
That's
black
weird.
gem on the ring as well. You don't perceive there to be magic emanating from the ring or the finger.
That's weird. What the heck does your family do?
Wait, what was the name of the uncle again?
Dirinor Cromwell.
Dirinor.
Oh, Dirinor. So starts with D. Okay.
Dirinor. Dirinor.
Yeah. Look, I
Oh,
didn't
weird.
know my aunt very well, but that which lurks beneath told me that Nim's uncle was one of his, and that he had claimed our family. So, not a good look, to be honest with
Oh
you.
yes, claimed you like a prize.
Well, he thinks he can. Luckily, I was so stoned that he gave up on me, but you know,
Good.
probably not good.
Or does this
Yeah,
does this look like
so-
a cooking room or
Nim
what's
just-
like-
Nim just shrugs and just moves along.
Nim, how do you feel about massive evil tentacle and eyeball gods that want to, like, take over and kill all the other gods and consume this realm?
She just shrugs, meh, and then carries on.
Mm. Lorian makes a Marge Simpson sound. Mm. Alright, there's a room over here, yeah?
There is a room over there. Oh, there's a.
There is.
Oh, over there.
When you peer in there, you see old food, dried, left abandoned for a long time. The only thing that's potentially good is a roll of cheese, which you don't know whether or not it's safe to eat, but it has been aged and seems to be good. And then the barrels in the room on the right are just old vegetables that have gone bad. It's a putrid smell emanating from that room.
Also gross.
Anybody want scary mystery cheese? I don't think I'm gonna risk it. I mean, I like cheese, but
It's your cheese.
yeah, Feel free to eat my cheese, but I'm not going to.
I don't
Sounds
think any
like
of
a
us are.
sex thing. That does sound like a sex thing. You wanna eat my cheese?
It does sound like a sex thing. That's true.
Nim just makes it like sound in disgust, and then just moves along. Ugh. Just
Is this door openable?
Yes, it's actually an open door frame, and you can see all the way down the hallway. You can tell it leads back to the main lobby.
I wonder why they didn't get to that. They must have just not had time.
Maybe they just thought all the good stuff was on the top floors.
Yvonne is pointing with her right hand to this door.
I'm going to listen carefully at the door.
Make a perception roll.
can Nim just kick it down?
No, I'm listening at it. I'm in front of it.
Okay.
No,
Ah,
no,
freaking computer.
You hear trickling water. Nim can kick it if he chooses to.
Y'all ready for this?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's a double swinging door that is unlocked, and he successfully kicks it open and reveals the room. Let me reveal that for you.
Just before she kicks it open, can I just like poke it open with my stick?